It is not often that I get to show you a brand new Lord of the Rings game on this channel, but my friends, this is one such day. This is Lord of the Rings Return to Moria, a game that came out of nowhere for me, told me to gather my pickaxe and my friends, straighten my beard, and get on with the digging. And that's exactly what I did.
I just kind of want to go into the mines. The mines.
The mines.
Hey, can I get some help over here with this?
There's a bear.
Yeah.
A bear.
A bear!
A bear.
I knew that was coming and I just hate it.
Had to do it to him.
So what exactly is Lord of the Rings Return to Moria? Well, allow me to let my friends explain, shall we?
I have a hungry pack of wolves just growling outside my door right now. Oh my gosh! It got up here. How the hell did it get in here? I'm dead.
Guess we could go back and save them.
Does anybody have steel?
I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
What we quickly found out was that Return to Moria is the perfect blend of Minecraft, a third-person survival game, and well, Lord of the Rings. It might sound like a match made in Mordor, but you know what? This game is of dwarven make. And thanks to North Beach Games for giving me and my friends early access to this game and sponsoring this video, I'm able to tell you all about Return to Moria and why it's awesome. So make sure to check it out. Now, truly great Lord of the Rings games are few and far between these days, which is why it means so much that Return to Moria actually is this enjoyable. And it really doesn't take much to feel the dedication either, as right from the get-go, we can hear a very familiar voice talking to us.
With hammer and axe, we cleanse the world from the shadow of the ring and its master. Yet we dwarves celebrate as a scattered people, cut off from our one true home. Across Middle-earth, we mine and sculpt, delving for riches, yet the greatest treasure remains out of our reach. Moria.
Yup, that's Gimli himself, which is kind of wild to think about honestly. But they got him, and you know who else they got? Me and my friends. And not just to hear Gimli speak either, but to actually love a brand new survival crafting game in the year of our Lord 2023. And the reason is simple. The game knows what it wants to be. It's making great use of the Lord of the Rings license to boot, which definitely didn't go unnoticed.
I wonder if the game has salted pork.
Salted pork.
Right meat, fresh off the bone.
And yes, I did shed a tear when, as this game takes place in the 4th Age after the fall of Sauron, that I happened upon a memento from when the Fellowship traveled through these cursed halls. Things like these makes it great fun to travel to and through Moria and see what secrets and vistas you might come across. And while you might suspect to see certain things, like a grand forge that looks positively epic, to deep underground caverns dug way too greedily, it might surprise you to find a giant secret elven section of the mountain, and you're sure to find lots more deep within Moria itself.
I just saw it and now it's being shy.
Are you kidding? Is this some kind of ghost troll?
Oh, here it is. There he
Oh
fucking
shit,
is.
oh no. Oh shit.
He's so big and he's so angry looking.
I have to say it.
They have a cave
They
troll.
have a cave troll. No.
That's the awesome thing about Return to Moria, by the way. By using a mix of carefully developed and procedurally generated maps, you never truly know what awaits you here. And that goes double when we turn to Moria's core mechanics. Lord of the Rings Return to Moria is first and foremost about gathering resources and using them to create stuff. In other words, it's a crafting game par excellence, as I find that the devs have done an amazing job to make each system work together in intuitive ways. You initially find yourself in the early beginnings, needing to craft simple things like a torch and a makeshift pickaxe out of simple materials. But soon, as you discover more of these mountains, you happen upon forges left behind perhaps by your cousin Balin, who knows? And this is where the real stuff happens. Now, you can go mine for the good stuff, like iron ore, and use whatever stone and other things you get in the process to build up your base and finally begin to refine your materials. It feels really great to be in these early beginnings and craft your first crappy sword, and only to return an hour later when you've mined and gathered a lot more, and finally being able to forge not just awesome weapons, but actual decent dwarven armor, making you look positively badass. In fact, mining itself is fun, not just providing you with some great mining ASMR, but if you're mining just right, your dwarves might just feel inspired and start singing, which I never thought I'd come to love as much as I do here.
the oaken door with the rain rescue for your supper and a good rest. Hum-dee-dee-o-day-o, hum-dee-dee-o-do.
Of course, to make a proper home, you need to craft more than just gear. Weapons and armor might be crafted at the forge, but you're able to build furniture and building parts as long as you're close to a proper hearth. And I love how moldable and customizable the sheer world of Moria is. Even though this place looked run down, I was able to fashion it up by placing a new wall where there was basically only rubble now, and everything fit neatly into each other with little to no hassle. That was a fantastic quality of life experience, and I need to commend the developers here for making a crafting game that's just so easy to learn. The design is one thing, by the way, really oozing that Lord of the Ringsy feel to a T, but I love the soft and colorful visuals here. And more than that, Moria knows how to play with lighting. The game utilizes a day and night cycle that impacts you in more ways than one, you see. Depending on the time of day, cracks in the mountains which usually let in sunlight will suddenly not do so when nighttime comes, meaning you better carry a torch if you wish to find your way around. Indeed, other than having health to worry about, you must also take care to eat food and to get enough rest and sleep, meaning it's often wise to sleep through the night. Getting caught in some of the very similarly looking halls of Moria after dark can be dangerous affairs after all, so you better make sure to travel together if you're worried about getting back in one piece.
Oh shit, I'm getting attacked by shit.
What
I'm getting attacked by wolves and shit. Oh my gosh, there's another one.
You could just outrun him with shift.
Oh, I killed one.
Nice.
Oh, there's another one.
And I tell you, nothing feels as good as being a good old dwarven company, running around all geared up and ready for what's to come. And what's to come is quite a lot of stuff actually, and Return to Moria did surprise me with how creepy it can be. You see, other than the odd and numerous hosts of rats, wolves, badgers, and bears, goblins call the mountains of Moria their home as well. The game has this really cool system where mining and doing various activities will give off sound, and the more mining you do, the greedier you get, the more the goblins will notice you. They might stand around creepily checking out your base at first, which did send a few chills down my spine, not gonna lie, and you'll even hear them speaking in the distance or hear the sounds of drums and sometimes even horns being blown, which does not sound good for the peacefulness of your base and your state of mind. But after a while, the goblins attack and besiege you, and you're gonna have to defend your settlement, as that is where you have your precious beds after all. So you better defend it good is all I'm saying.
Let's all go to sleep and sleep soundly.
You say that creepier, please.
And luckily, the combat system of Return to Moria is surprisingly fun. Here you can slash, charge up attacks, block, sprint, jump, and even roll your way around the mountains, mines, and the battlefields, and making use of each of these systems becomes very important, especially when the hordes are attacking or when you're finding yourself outnumbered. As much as crafting, mining, and battling the goblins during sieges is, one of my favorite parts of Return to Moria is simply the graceful act of exploring this place. Mining away at a deposit only to come out on the other side in a seemingly completely different place, or discovering a lost village that could have been forgotten for centuries really brings a sense of mystery to this game that few other titles in this genre share, and that's kind of a big deal. Making good use of the Lord of the Rings universe, you can even stumble upon the writings of Gandalf, mystical statuettes that open chests, dark forces that must be returned to later on, and I love that we gain new recipes and discoveries by not just putting points into things, but by actively altering the game world by repairing broken statues. Return to Moria offers a fairly massive tutorial area, where it's possible to spend many hours in, and which can also be returned to since the world is seamless, but what I want to convey here is that you really feel the enormity of this game and its world. The mines of Moria are legendary in the Lord of the Rings universe for being dark and very deep at times after all, and I'm really a big fan of the sense of scale we're met with here. I gotta admit, I didn't quite know I needed a new excuse to play a survival crafting game in 2023, but you know what? For some gems, timing isn't really a thing. It's all about the quality and charm, and Return to Moria has a lot of it. It must also be said that just like the other games in the genre, that this game is the perfect multiplayer experience. I've had so much fun mining around with friends, joining together in song as we mine some more, and even testing out the limits of the fall damage feature. You know, to see how far we can actually go before we can't go no mo. For science.
Can you take fall damage in this game?
Yeah.
No.
From the great and intuitive user interface, which makes everything easy to learn and pick up, to the well-designed world, they need to pay attention to eating and sleeping and daylight, crafting and improving your gear, to exploring the world more and more, and defeating the goblin sieges with all your might. The Lord of the Rings Return to Moria is a game that took me and my dwarven friends by storm. and I'm sure you'll love this game as well, as this just might be the best new Lord of the Rings game in a decade. Find my link for Return to Moria in the description, which is out now on the Epic Game Store on PC. Make sure to check them out on your platform of choice, with up to 8-player multiplayer on PC and 4-player co-op on consoles. Remember to leave your thoughts on the game in the comments, and to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, thank you so much to North Beach Games for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you next time. Cheers!